Tonight on RGB, we find out who got in the news. And then we learn why some famous face is famous. And we chat with SA's comedy king. Now, the weekend may be long, but your time with the home of gossip is always too short. Igama lami ngu-Donovan Goliath, and this is The Real Koboza. And our heritage here on the home of celebs is to have two hosts. For control. And I'm joined by the lady with more curves and a paragraph written in cursive, the main snack of all snacks, Miss Sinazo Yo.
Oh, thank you, Donovan, so much. I feel like a full meal. Got okay. And I'm sure sometimes, but everybody keeps telling me the same thing. Data go Insta because I love hearing it. Another thing I love hearing is that Heritage is the Heritage Day long weekend. We at RGB wish you a joyous day filled with celebrations of all the cultures that make us who we are. Speaking of which, Nazindaba Zalamhlaj.
Our favorite, Bonang Mateba, has released her book, or re-released rather, her book after correcting the grammar and factual mistakes it contained. Now this one has no Somizi, no euphonic, and still no mention of DJ Zintle. It'll probably be in the sequel.
Bonang did mention, however, that 2012 both made and broke her. No names were mentioned, but we all know what she means when she said she hit rock bottom. Nina nonke benecing ba rock bottom hit her. It was cleared up in that affidavit, remember?
Now, her man, Super Mega, aka, came out, tweets blazing after a tabloid claimed he was seen flirting around with some random side chick. Aka demanded to see proof of the alleged incident. Does he know how Twitter works? Like, what is this proof that you speak of, Mega?
Ingatilo proof is in the tweeting. Bonang revealed that her strategy for dealing with trolls is to simply ignore them. Abanye banewari uba she might get dragged for her silence. Hane, this is the queen bee. She doesn't get dragged. She occasionally hangs out with those in drag until bacinywe kwincwadi yobomi.
Well, Ubuthlem does alter ego Sis Getty took to the net to remind anyone hating on Somizi to check themselves or hang themselves with a wet tissue. I'm guessing it's because haters are lightweights and wet You know what? You see the tissue is... Just forget it.
Hi, Local actress Natasha Tahane recently showed off her New York City Film Academy report card. Comments, Kuko Electra Eti, she's one of the best actors she's worked with at a student level. Another one, Ute, Natasha should pursue a career as an actress. Either way, nicely done, dear lady.
Yeah, weird. Anyway, two of Lundi Kyamara's alleged baby mamas are in a fight with his former manager, Utsepon Zimande, demanding royalties for child support. While the manager says he was gay and the ladies say he was bisexual, did anyone ever think to do a paternity test here?
South Africa's Diamond Minnie Dlamini and our homeboy Squinzo Jones bamanyene ngexhena lomtshato in true Gollywood style. Apparently everybody was whisked away in style and Minnie looked too gorgeous in her wedding gown by Gert-Jan Coetzee. Congratulations, you two, from all of us at RGB. Mwah.
Well done for doing well. Squinzo. Now, some tweep tried Pearl Tusi by pointing out that she was not invited to Minnie Dlamini's recent white wedding because she was too dramatic. Now, Pearl was just as happy to clap back at the troll with words we can't actually say on TV, and like good little bugs, cuddled away.
Actor and producer Mandla N and his wife, actress/singer Tumi Masemola, have allegedly been engaging in a legal punch-up, with one report saying Utyumze phone ne laptop kasisi, while he's saying she stole cash from Black Brain Pictures. Kutheni ngathi izinto semnandanga pha kwasesitop la?
Well, Spannerman has been identified as DJ Komza. Now, some may remember the viral video of a man beating a woman with what looks like a spanner. Well, the wheels of justice spun thanks to Minister of the Popos, Ufikile Mbalula. The DJ is now in jail without bail. Chocho, my question is, who filmed it, and aren't they just as responsible for just standing there?
At least they've got evidence for the case. SA Hip Hop Awards organizer Rashid K decided to take a swipe at Aifani Nje because of Bengananda Yokwenza, quoting one of the rappers' tweets and warning other rappers about being humble in the industry because fame fades. So, you know you can just always throw shade.
That's not Aifani. But anyway, DJ Christos doesn't really care about what people think of his relationship with Lady Sake, but he's just split up with his wife, says the internet. Yes, they've split up. So Christos is back on the market. Now, why would Christos spin his own dick when Lady Sake can do it for him? Who said dick?
Ricky Rick has hit back at critics about Hlophe, a young fan, over wearing fake sneakers with the simple statement, if he was embarrassed, why would he be posing with the shoes I bought for him? Drops mic. Phela ngendaba zale veki ke. Have you ever looked at a celebrity magazine cover or verified Twitter account? Umano uzibuzwa ngohuwa hwe ufike njani kwi-A-list? Well, here is a celebrity who did it, telling in their own words why she's famous. Uyanda Mbuli.
Am I famous? Of course I'm not famous, honey. I still need to introduce myself to the born-frees and the new generation. So do I look at myself as someone who's famous? I look at myself as someone who is loyal to her journey, to her rights, to do the things that she loves to do, and to continue on that path. And those who support me, you are obviously welcome, my darlings. And if you get to know me during that process, then great. But I don't put too much attachment of value to fame. I think fame is a mirage. It's here today, it's gone tomorrow. So if you attach yourself to this fame thing, like, oh, I am so famous, so what happens to you when you're not? Honey, let's get real. Anybody can be famous. You can even be famous for being stupid.
You see how much it takes to become an overnight success? Well, we can't wait to check out season 2 on Uyanda's World, starting on SABC 3 on the 6th of October.
Lexesha loba senze one thing that celebrities hardly ever do, and that is take a break. Real Kapoza is abuya quicker than a ratchet raccoon can cash that e-wallet.
Coming up, we play with celebs and their educational toys, and we laugh with SA's best comedy talent at the Comics Choice Awards.
Ikaelo Sazuai is back with more of the story so fresh. The celebrities are still doing it.
Now, on the doing it tip for a minute, fam, Uteri Peto and Mampo Pressure are doing it in a big way when it comes to toys that an African child can relate to. Now, here's a look at their venture in educational toys.
What is the one thing you know for sure?
Is that you can never stop learning.
Is that I will never grow out of being a child. That God is good.
When was the last time you taught somebody a lesson?
I teach Musa lessons all the time. And this is one of my projects. I want to grow him one day.
He struggles very, very, very badly with playing PlayStation games. One of the worst lessons I've had to go through, but you know what? We believe in the children of the future. We need to show them all the beauty that they possess inside themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel that within themselves, they need to come out and sprout like a flower.
It's just if you mess up, I'll teach you a lesson. I'm not scared.
What is the best lesson you've learned from somebody else?
Tonight with Terry and Mampo is just learning to, to always give back.
Love is unfaltering, it's unwavering.
I think it's respect for people.
What cartoons aimed at children do you think would be better off aimed at adults?
Cow and chicken was a bit hectic, eh?
Oh my gosh, do you know Amigo and Friends? I don't want to be $1 million.
Adults also have bills to pay, so there's that.
Look, cartoons like Family Guy already are for adults, thank goodness, you know?
You know why? Because they are made by adults. And adults will always come with their corrupted minds.
When I asked Kolweni, what was the one thing you got into trouble for?
My mouth.
Talking too much.
We used to go and, without buying things, acquire certain items from the store.
Five-finger discount?
Yes, that discount. Being very talkative.
Being cheeky.
What was the most inappropriate thing you did when you were a child?
Wow, I'd have to go to jail if I tell you that. We stole chickens.
Listen to discussions, but going ahead and commenting and saying these things to the people that are being spoken about.
I crashed my dad's car.
What is the most inappropriate thing you did when you were a child?
Ndiyalithanda eli cebo wena qha iwari yam lixabiso kodwa ke akho nto ngeyowari. The one thing that I learned from that clip is that if a toy costs so much that an adult might not be able to get it for themselves, le nto ayifunayo abantwana mabaveske balibale bona. Now onto something agqwesa kuyo uDonovan, the funny business. The funniest people in Africa held their award show recently.
Oh, my people. Now, here's what happened when all the funny people got together to get serious about awarding the best of the best when it comes to laughs at the Comics Choice Awards.
Why do I think the same people keep getting nominated? Because it's the same people who keep working hard.
I can't accept this. Before I pray, I thank Mabala Noise for...
Because people are lazy.
Not bragging, guys. I was nominated thrice and I won twice.
How would I buy an award? I'd have to sacrifice 2 goats, a chicken, and I think maybe a sheep.
I don't think I would use sexual favors because my hands are really small.
I'd definitely not suck anything.
Bayawathenga awards, bayawathenga nominations.
I would sell my sexy body. Oh.
What I think Babes would do most USB was?
Probably peeling in one of the weeks.
Mampincha had it. He put the USB the same place the visa was.
No, it was in Mampincha's stomach. I need Namalaya, so what?
I feel like it was just a way to hack into somebody's computer and get nudes.
The comeback king and queen for Twitter.
Queen? I'd have to say myself, because I am a queen.
Besides Mkarimbe.
Pearl Tusi.
Must be Bonang. I think it's the thought of Bonang, of thinking that I think Bonang was following the thought.
What do I think Bonang's truth was in that book?
That she doesn't read. She can't read more than 140 characters.
I know why she broke up with Dibanch now. Apparently, it's because AKA is easier to spell. And also, she wasn't sure if the D in Dibanch was silent or not. And I'm like, he's Nigerian. Of course, it's a hard D. I'm not a mean person, but still, I'm not scared of you.
Well, I mean, you call it a book. I would like to differ that it wasn't a book. Books are written. I don't care, man. I don't give a You can watch this interview, and I'm telling you it wasn't a book.
Well done to all the winners. And also, please, family, help me say congrats, Lala, to our Donovan, who also won on the night. Once again, they're telling it just like it is. But how are you going to get your own birthday wrong in your own book?
No comment whatsoever, but thank you, Snazo. It's such a pity I couldn't make it to the awards that night because I did have a bad case of food poisoning. Let's just say things were rough and smooth. But anyway, now if you need a moment to rewind and watch those blazing comedians' comments again, here's your chance as Irel Kopoza takes an ad break. After the break, we chat with the nation's reigning comic king, Skhumba Hlophe. Welcome back. Now, the last leak of the RGB lolly is back to give you something so sweet you may need an insulin injection. Now, our guest on Real Kopoza tonight is a star on the radio, on TV, and the stage.
He has made more people smile than payday, and tonight he's here to share how a human resources guy from the South African Police Service became the country's favorite comedian. RGB is proud to have on the seat of superstars the reigning comedian of the year, no shade, Skhumba Hlophe!
Yeah, big banger in the building. Yeah. She said, I made more people smile. Smile, Mina. People don't smile when I'm around. Smile, Mina. People laugh too. People roll down to smiley. I'm not a smiley, Mina. I don't fall in the smile category.
You are in the
laugh, huh?
Like it's rough. It's rough.
But you got 2 awards.
Yes.
One is Comic of the Year.
Yes.
And the other one was
the Flying Solo.
Flying Solo Award.
Yes. So winning it for the second time. I won it last year. I won it again this year, yes.
So you're the #1 guy at Lagufiga solos?
Yes, apparently.
Okay. Mamela, how did you feel when that second time Begbiza igama lakho?
It felt emotional in a way, eh? You know, like being comedian, like being Miss South Africa. This is your thing for the whole year, too. Like, you understand what I'm saying, too?
That's exactly it.
It felt like I Miss South Africa. And now, but yeah, it felt really great, man. And it's just an honor to be selected amongst the people that I've been nominated with. I mean, there's Celeste, there's Loiso Kola who's doing wonderful things overseas. There's Mashabela who's great. There's a whole Kevin Goldstone who's doing amazing things around the country. So being selected to be the winner,
that was the one.
Go, so. Who did you leave out in your acceptance speech, actually, and what is the reason for leaving them out?
I left all my team members out, all of them. I left everyone. They're useless because I'm changing them this time. Like I'm going back on tour. All of them are fired. So what's the reason for me to stand there and say, yeah, to Cindy, to Chabu, to McKing now? All of them are fired. I've won. What else? What else do I need them for?
Yabona guest stardom. This is what happens when I get to your head. Miss South Africa.
So, but when you're doing interviews now, akusathiwa welcome Skhumba Hlophe, kufuneka kuthiwe welcome award-winning comedian. Do you insist about we must put that respect on your name?
Yeah, actually, we work here, too. Like, can you imagine? Like, Donovan made people to fire Fat Joe. Like, we work here. Like we work, Joe. We take people out of their places. Turn it on.
John, you know, it's safe to say that you are honestly the biggest and most talked about comedian in South Africa at the moment. And it's not just the stage. I mean, you're killing it on radio. You're killing it on TV. Every single thing you touch, that Skhumba flavor is just everywhere, you know? When do you take time to relax, number one? And what do you do to relax? What does Skhumba actually do?
Funny thing is that I just came back from a holiday. Took about.
Do you see this glow?
Oh, fresh,
yeah.
No, man, I took about 6 days of my and I did nothing, Joe. I just slept. I just slept. But the nice thing about what I do, whether for TV, radio, stage, it's the same thing. It's also Skhumba. I just translate to the next thing. The stage translates to radio, radio translates to TV, and
your fellow comedian in the industry, Utumi Morake, has been facing quite a bit of backlash about some comments she made kwenye radio station. What is your take on all of that?
My take on it is that I think that start there. Two, why am I going to so my questions that is? I commend the radio station to hire Utumi Morake now, and I wish they support her fully. Because I mean, I get on show too. This thing has been happening, man. But I'm so much trying to kuluma. We can't do some race, we black, and we won't change. And we are black. That's what we are. We have our own way of thinking, and if we need to remind you about the past, we will remind you about Nigena Senzad. Are you in the wrong lap? John Van Der Beek was an A-Pice. Are you in the wrong? John Van Der Beek was an barbecue. Steak and chops. What's the land? What's the steak and chops? This joint is why such as steak and chops halal. In the wrong lap.
The big bag.
So yeah, for Tutu, I don't think Tutu is even worried about this thing. In fact, you must do a tour.
Yeah.
But say all this thing is happening and do a talk and say, let me tell you again.
She must call it the amazing race. Done.
Wow.
My man.
Wow.
We said to me, come on.
To me, if you don't take this up, tell me, is there something that's happened in terms of what a South African celebrity did or said that just left you speechless, Kulonyaka?
I worry about what I do and how I do it. That's my biggest worry right now. I'm getting down. I'm focused in what I do and how do I please my people that come and support me and my showing on.
Now, since becoming Skhumba, what has been written about you?
It does happen. So I think there was one person when I started radio saying, I don't like this boy. It's a boy, Ushogim boy. Got 2 kids. I don't like this boy. He's too loud for my Friday mornings. And it didn't sit well with me. Ne? But what I did was I followed her. So next week Friday I went back and I was louder. And then I was louder. And then 4 weeks later, she tweeted, I can't wait for Skhumba. Now. So if I took that one comment and young Pula, I could have lost seeing the same person who taking me, Yaras. We all team as I can't wait. As my week has been bad. As Manga told Skhumba so right.
So, but when you're on stage, is there a person or a topic or a subject on a
No, no topic is off limits. Stage doesn't have limits, man. You know, Donovan is nice here. Big camera. Hey, after the break, we do that. Into the stage. Are you going to and it just like sweet 8. Yes. We after the break. We what Donovan? Stage Donovan. Yeah. Ivela bekhalati ke lapho. Hayi. Ivela bekhalati akakhipha ne-okap uchwayela. That is the turnover I know.
It's the truth. If you were to become president, because everybody wants to become president now after Donald Trump, what would President Skhumba do? What's the first thing that you would tackle?
Why not extend my shower? Shower, I mean, I want the bigger shower.
Are you going to call it a security upgrade, Skhumba?
Yes, with all due respect. Like, if I'm president, first of all, I'm This is about money, it's not about the card. How much am I getting?
Visa still, though.
Yeah. In fact, president, if I can have money, things have changed, dog. I'm not going to buy a car. No, you beg about the street, so I'm making things that
That's your truck.
Rich, rich. Can do the most craziest thing ever. I'll eat custard and peanut butter in the morning. The single toasty. I haven't thought of it. Like, if I was president for one day, one made them in laugh.
Why?
You go on first lady, NJ.
Injan. Yabona ke.
Yeah.
Ninjalo. Imali yakuhlanyisa.
Ngayilahle imali. Ngafuna sestere right la ku jazz with chiefs. This jazz ngaba yi first lady. I one babe maningi.
Funeka banga.
Plus minus 6.
Okay.
6.
Yeah. Uye mina Dlamini ngiyamtshela landelela le but aqeda ukumshada nje.
Uzayirefund imali yakhe yomtshado.
Bokuyini imali yakhe ngipresident. Ngipresident bokuyini imali yakhe special. Ngipresident bafowethu.
Putwam, thank you so much for coming through, man. Yes. What an honor, what a pleasure. You know, very difficult man to get hold of because you're so busy, but
yeah,
thank you so much for giving us your time.
Yes, I'm back doing my third one-man show. Yeah. It's called Just for Control.
Nazo.
Starts on the 6th and the 7th of October, Cape Town, then go to Durban on the 20th. And then I do one big night in Johannesburg. One big night. One night in Johannesburg, Carnival City, Big Top Arena, 9th December.
That thing's going to sell out in 2 days.
Send it ready.
2 days. Once again, thank you very much. Skhumba, the big banger Hlophe. Make sure you follow this guy. Honestly, one of the best, the best comedian in South Africa at the moment. Now, to anyone out there wanting to be a comic, be passionate, love what you do, and just keep at it. You control your success. And one other thing, please stop asking your promoters, when do I get paid? The short answer is when you earn it, Baba.
Back to doing the things that can make the gossip to be done. If you want to holler back, hit us on our social media pages. Harder than a deputy minister hits at a nightclub. So go Facebook, official Ryokapoza, and sikona nagu Twitter, nagu Instagram, official RGB. Ningalibali, hashtag yetu is hashtag Ryokapoza.
Yeah. Or you can try and see how deep it goes down in the DM by following us personally on @DonovanGoliath and @Sinazo Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.
It's a guilty verdict.